Hi everyone, my name is Matt. This is my city. So this will be a video update for this city because I had a few commenters asking exactly how it worked, and I figured I'd show you. We're getting raided right now, and I finally got the defenses up. So let me show you how they work. Let's go ahead and ignore the unhappiness of the villagers and the fact that they have nothing to eat. And look at this cool castle. Nice. So let's do a quick overview of where we are and how I think this works. And then I'll hit play. So, flattened up the top of this mountain. It's still not entirely done. This section still needs work, but I needed to get this whole entry portion to work first. So as you can see from above, we have eight barracks set up on this mountaintop. And the raiders and villagers, note, enter here where my mouse is, and they will travel all the way along the entire perimeter of this castle, down and around, to finally assault the gates. So, I have one villager guard in each barracks right now, two in this one at the end, and you'll be able to see how effective that is. Note with the height modifier that the path for the village or raiders has to be a certain distance away. So before I had it here in the center, then I had a wall around the outside, but it was clipping into this ground right here, well, here, in the corners. So it was not able to hit a lot of this. So I shifted the path out to the exterior, and that seems to have fixed it. I do not know if I will extend this platform one more to get a wall here. That will kind of heavily depend on if I have to. Might just leave it like this. But one big issue that I had to fix early on by putting a ramp right here was that in extreme winter conditions and heat conditions, because they have to walk around this whole thing, including my villagers, people died a lot. A lot of people died. So, to fix that, I built this little way station right at the back. Sorry about that. I've got a mod on that causes this weird glitchy. So I put some blueberry bushes so that for them to eat, a regular house, and a temporary shelter, though I've had issues with people actually using it. I need to put a root cellar here as well. These will probably get raided, but I need it. Well, so I'll walk along here. Here, we'll just do a little walk around. Well, we'll watch it. So yeah, I'll just hit play. Jesus. And maybe turn off this mod. The year is 287. That's right. That's a lot of terraforming. Alright, mod off. Alright, so let's go ahead and watch how far these raiders get. Now, note, obviously, I'm only at 147 population, so there are no armies. It's just a little band of raiders. I think there's 20 of them right now. So this will get more impressive as it goes, but I think it will show the purpose. Alright. Let's reduce time, maybe. So you can see, here's the entry point. We've got a nice little tower here. This tower does work. Simply because this barracks here, you can see there's an obvious dead zone here. These will eventually get upgraded and it will help, but I suspect this tower will always be there. This eventually needs to get flattened out so I can have access to here. Run! Come on, buddy. Garrison. garrisoning. So why aren't you shooting him? Shoot them. Not. Oh, there we go. See, only. So it looks like I still may have an issue with the platform. This seems fine though. So maybe it's probably because this is higher up than this. So I'll have to eventually get everything flat, so that it actually has the right modifier. But yeah. There's the first one to run, I think. I haven't been paying attention. This is a better example of how it's supposed to work. Maybe I just need them all lower. Probably. Lower didn't work over there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. See how it's clipping right there? So I think I will need to extend this out one more. Which means I won't get a lot of coverage here until I upgrade them. But I do have these towers as well to help supplement if I need to. It's not working all that well. But you can see how it's going to work, I guess, is a better example. Well, I mean, it's effectively weakening them, but I was hoping they would have been turned back already. Because right now, I'm not getting a lot of actual arrows out. The corner ones seem pretty good. And obviously we can't hit right here yet. How are we doing? How's this one? We can shoot. Yep, okay. This one's also seemingly effective. Second one to run. No castle here. This is the incomplete section of my castle. It takes a lot of behind the scenes work to get this to work. This effectively every time I add a layer out, I need to take this whole area from like way over here and just flatten everything again to bring this back up to height. Alright. So now they're coming up on the finish. They've been reduced pretty well. There's the gate systems here, which need to be added to the regular series of them, which will help a lot. But you can see how far away this really needs to be effective. So we will end up likely pushing this out by one, which will take another 50, 60 years, I'm sure. But in the end, it will be worth it. Just like that. The raiders have been repulsed, and as they flee, of course, they're going to get killed as well. Ignore this series of dead bodies. It's fine. No rats, though. Rats can't get up there. No one can. As you can see, that guy just got murdered. What do we got for a traitor? This out of the way. Yeah, get stabbed. They're gonna get killed at this one, I bet. No one buys cheese. I thought people were gonna buy cheese, but nobody buys cheese. But the cheese lasts forever in the trading post. Quick hack. Nice. There you go. So that was a raid at 150 populations against this castle. There is a little bit of work to do, clearly. I need to push this out at least one more for the road. See if that helps. But as it is effective at weakening them before they get to the gates, and I think it'll be even more so once we add a series of these gate locks in, which probably then we'll have to push this out by at least 2 to get the other side of the wall in for the gates to actually work and they don't just walk around them. So this will have to get pushed out by 2 minimum. 1 first, then I'll probably wait and see if I can get the shots off, and then the second one. But yeah, let me do a quick tour and flyby of the city, or the castle. Ignore the dead bodies. Still a little unfinished. But effective. And then this is where the slave labor works. I mean, where my villagers live. They're happy. Shut up. Thanks, guys.